Ooh. Another really important thing that you can be putting into your body is water. Your body's like 85%. I don't know the exact statistical number. One of you guys can make a smart ass comment and tell me 73.2%. Whatever it is, it's made of a lot of water, so that your cells and everything that's in your body is essentially water. There's a lot of it in there. So the more that you drink, the more easily your cells can do their processes, excrete waste, provide nutrients and calories to different muscle groups, to your organs. And overall hydration is going to help your joints and your ligaments and your kidneys and your liver. Man, water is super important. It's the second most important thing that you can be putting into your body besides oxygen. We can't live without oxygen first. 5 minutes, I don't know, it'd probably take like 30 seconds to pass me out and shut me down. I need a lot. But water is number 2 on the list. Then comes food. Then comes shelter and I think love or something like that. But we'll get into that a little later. So water, number 1, is great, especially if you're taking supplements like creatine or anything caffeine based that's going to excrete water out of your system more. You need to consume more. You need to know how much you should be consuming, because you can actually consume too much too. For me, I like about 1.5 gallons a day. I'm roughly, and that's with my weight fluctuating anywhere from 170 pounds to 210 pounds. I usually stay at around 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons a day. And for me, that feels good. I don't, get waterlogged or anything. If you're drinking too much, you might feel weaker. You might actually excrete the salt and the electrolytes out of your body that are really important for muscle movement and for your just daily functions. So too much water is actually bad for you because you're flushing a lot of the good stuff out that you need. So salt is important. Salt, potassium, magnesium, those little micronutrients are essential for maintaining water within your cells. It's like when you get sick and you start throwing up, you don't drink water because you start throwing up more. Why is that? Well, you are sick, you've got cells that are dying and stuff in there, but usually when you get dehydrated to a point, you lose a lot of electrolytes and salts. Salts and electrolytes tell your body to retain water. So if you're just flushing more water into your body without the salt, your body's just going to say, hey, we need to get rid of this. And if you do it too fast, what happens is the water goes down into your cells and absorbs into your cells too quickly, and they literally explode. So it's always a good idea to have salt. Sodium is important in your diet. We as Americans eat a lot of it, and probably way too much. You probably shouldn't be salting your foods. There's enough naturally within everything that we eat to get your daily requirement. But if you're not, you can salt your foods, and it's a good idea for you to do because you want that proper electrolyte balance for good performance. When you drink water, you're flushing all of your system out. Your liver, your kidneys, these organ groups, filter everything that you put into your body, and they do that through the use of water. Now, they can't do it. So as we dehydrate more and we become dehydrated, the darker our urine becomes, the thicker our blood becomes, and that's because you don't have enough of this solvent to dilute what's in your body. So basically, the more that we drink, the easier it is on our kidneys, our liver, and it's easier for your body to do its processes and maximize, to maximize, waste excretion through your cells, and it's just overall really important to have in your body. It's a good idea to know exactly the amount that you should be drinking, because you don't want to drink too much and you don't want to drink too little. A good indicator I always love to use is that if I'm peeing clear, I'm good to go. And so you take a multivitamin and you get that fluorescent color in your urine, and you know that's going to happen just because the vitamins, you know, our body will excrete what we don't need, and sometimes there's a lot of the stuff in there that we don't need, so that'll come out fluorescent. That you don't have to worry about when you take a multivitamin. You can't really tell how hydrated you are, but a good indicator when you're not taking a multivitamin, you're drinking water, if your urine's yellow, the darker it gets, the worse off you are, the worse off you're going to perform, and the more water you need to get in you. And if you're already dehydrated, sorry ladies and gents, it takes your body 24 hours to rehydrate before you actually get the feeling and the good effects that you're going to have from it. So you always want to consume it. I always carry the meathead jug around, like a gallon, so I know where I'm at, especially on like weekends and stuff, because if you're doing something differently, you don't know. It's like, oh, it's 2 o'clock, my water's all the way up to here. Oh man, I should probably drink some more water. You know, that's a good indicator to know what you're drinking, especially with your urine color as well. And that is going to tell you where you're at. Hydration is probably the most important thing when it comes to working out, because your body will literally shut down without water. If you get to points where you start working out and you get dizzy and lightheaded and start feeling like crap, and your joints and your ligaments are all going to go to crap because you're not hydrating enough. If you're drinking too much coffee, drinking too many stimulants throughout the day, you need to drink more and more water, because all that does is flush water out of your system. And water is super essential. It's essential for feeling full. And what I mean, like feeling full, actually being full with your stomach and being full with your muscle groups. Your cells will absorb that water and hold more, so you'll look bigger. That's basically the essentials of it. That's my take on water, and I think it's really important for anyone to consume on the daily, especially if you want to live. All right, thank you.